Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today it's happy birthday to Rollercoin. That's right, 3 years this program has been around, and obviously at this time it should be a joyous occasion for all of us to celebrate, but unfortunately it isn't. And I'll tell you why I'm disappointed with Rollercoin. Just keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another video. And remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. Okay, so here we are in my Rollercoin account, and as I stated in the intro, it is their 3rd birthday. We have finally reached that 3-year milestone, and obviously we are all happy that the program is still here and still functioning and still paying. But I am slightly disappointed with certain things that Rollercoin have done over this period or for this period, but we'll get into that in a short while. As it's been a few weeks since the last time we were in here, let's just quickly run through the numbers. Okay, so the last time we were in here, our total power was at 9.090 petahashes. You can now see that we are at 10.388 petahashes. And if we go into the my power, in the last video, my BTC power was at 7.272 petahashes. You can now see it is at 8.311, and my RLT power was at 1.818. It is now over 2 petahashes. So obviously that means that we are building BTC faster, which then allows us to withdraw that, and then we are building our RLT faster, which then allows us to reinvest into other miners. And you can see if we just look up here, we're at 963,000. Once I hit that 100,000 mark, I will be withdrawing that BTC, and obviously I will show that as a payment proof in the next video. Okay, so some good news with the birthday is that they did release their limited or exclusive miner, which obviously a lot of people have made a bit of a thing about the price, that it was 299 RLT, and obviously that is quite a big chunk. And at the end of the day, I would never tell someone to invest that, like put that in to their account. I wouldn't do that. That is why from the last video where I showed you that I'd saved up and I'd got myself those 4 St. Patrick's Day miners, from that promotion, so that Patrick Day miners, from that time I've basically been building up my RLT because I knew this birthday thing was coming. And once we arrived here, I had just about enough RLT. I did have to cash in some Ethereum that I had, but at the end of the day that is no big deal because we can't withdraw it with the cost of the gas fees at the moment. And I had 50 odd Doge in there, which I also cashed in, which just tipped me over that 299 mark. And then I was able to purchase my birthday miner that you can see there. And like I say, a lot of people have made a bit of a thing about the price. But if we go into the shop, so if we go into the shop here, and we can see obviously the various miners that have been available and stuff like that. Anyway, the El Monstro, which is 110,000 gigahashes, that costs 99 RLT. The birthday miner costs 299 RLT. So let's say 300 RLT, and we'll say that these are 100 each. So essentially, if you bought 3 El Monstros at 300 RLT, you would only get 330,000 gigahashes, whereas with the birthday miner you got 900,000 gigahashes for the same price. So when you look at it that way, it's actually a really good deal and would give your account a massive boost. But if you just simply looked at the price, then yeah, I agree, it is a big chunk. But if you look at sort of compare it to, like I say, you compare it to the El Monstro and the difference that you're getting for the same price, the difference in power, then for me, looking at it that way, it was a good deal. But something else that has added to my power is that I did, if we drop into this in here, I did manage to buy 2 of the exclusive Doge miners. I said that I wasn't going to buy them, but when I was looking at it and sort of working it out, and essentially all the Doge that was in my account was Doge that I've earned through the program, so it's not like I was investing any extra money. I just thought, yeah, I'll just, I'll get 2, because it's like, just adding that extra power, which obviously, like I said, now we can earn those coins faster to withdraw, and we can obviously build our RLT up faster to reinvest. So with all this going on, you're probably wondering, and obviously you guys that follow my videos, you know that how much I love Rollercoin, and I would never badmouth Rollercoin unless I had an actual reason to do so. And with this birthday celebration, I do feel that they have just came up a little short when it comes to you guys, when it comes to including everybody in this birthday celebration. Also, as well, I mean, where they didn't even bother decorating the rooms, which was slightly disappointing. I thought we'd have balloons and streamers and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, those guys are massively busy trying to keep updates coming, improving the game, all this kind of stuff. But like I say, I just felt that with this celebration, I really thought that it was something that we all needed to be included in. We all needed to be happy about, so we could all celebrate it together. And for me, Rollercoin have definitely come up short on this point. And for those of you that are not familiar with what Rollercoin is, basically it is a virtual cloud mining game, and I'm going to put a link in the description to an earlier review. Now that's going to give you a lot more information with a lot more detail and give you a better understanding of how and what you need to be doing to get your account up and running so you can start earning free crypto. And if you go right the way through to the end of this video, that link will be there also, so you can just click straight on it and get watching. So, 2 things. The first one I'm going to talk about, I don't even know why Rollercoin have done this. It just seems weird, with the only reason to create a false hype around their exclusive miner. So if we go into their Rollercoin post, this is the post that they put out on their birthday. And if we read here, this is the bit I'm going to be talking about, this bit. So the supply is limited to 1,000 units for the whole game. So for me, when I read that, I don't know if it's just they haven't quite written it correctly, but the way I read that is that it's 1,000 of these miners right across the board. So there is literally only 1,000 available. After that 1,000 is gone, there will be no more available. That is how I read that. And then obviously they say that they have limited people to only purchase 10 units, and that's it. So firstly, for me, I'm not sure why they had to limit it to 1,000 units. Obviously, you could say, well, they're worth 900,000 gigahashes. Maybe it's that they didn't want everybody to have one, or because it would just be too much or something like that. But at the end, but they've also limited everybody as well. So they've put 1,000 out there, and then they've limited everybody to 10 units. But the thing is, though, surely if everybody bought 10 units, that's only 100 people that could buy those miners. But also as well, for me, I just think they've put this out there to create almost like a fake hype about it. So, and the reason why I say this, because when I came onto the site to buy my miner, I clicked into here where it says buy it now, and this scale was right down here and said 7. So that means there was only 7 remaining, apparently. Apparently there was only 7 remaining. So I quickly ran into my wallet. I didn't run, but I quickly clicked into my wallet. I exchanged everything that I needed to get my RLT back up to that 299. And then when I came back here, or clicked back in, there was that 502 error, which I think loads of you got looking at the post on Facebook. There was this 502 error, and then once I managed to actually get back onto the site, this scale was right back up here and said 971. So if it was down here at 7, that means 993 miners had already been bought. Then you had that 502 error, and then, like I say, when I got back in here, it said 971. So essentially, it just started again. And because of that, obviously, I bought my miner, and then because of that, I kept checking it. And this scale has reset itself, or that I've seen, at least 4 times. So the way I look at it is, has Rollercoin just lied to us? And they've, like I say, they've basically said this whole thing about that they're only selling 1,000 units as a way to sort of hype it up, make everybody think, oh, well, if I buy this, that means there's only going to be 1,000 people that'll have it. That means there will be a lot more people that won't have it, and that means that my account will will jump up that ladder and start earning, more because I've got it, and all those other people won't have it, and now I'll move up that ladder really quickly and earn a lot faster. But in fact, that's not what's happened, because, like I say, this bar that's telling us 1,000, that there's 308 left now. I've seen this reset at least 4 times. So the other thing that annoys me is if there's people out there, if you guys out there have either invested or you've scraped together all the coins that you could possibly get, even ones that maybe you were looking to withdraw, and you've bought this purely based on Rollercoin saying that they were only going to sell 1,000 and no more, then, like I say, for me, Rollercoin have they've just blatantly lied. I could be wrong. I might be misunderstanding something. Obviously, like I say, I am a massive fan of Rollercoin. The program obviously is still working. It's still paying. I did a payment proof in my last video. So I'm not saying that the program, in that sense, there's anything wrong with it. I just think the way Rollercoin have gone about this birthday thing with this exclusive miner just seems a little bit dodgy or a little bit underhanded. And like I say, you could even possibly look at that they've just blatantly lied, because I think in their heads, and this is what I think has happened, is that, or why that they've done what they've done, I think that they think that you would come in here, you would go down here, you would put in how many miners you wanted, you'd click buy, it would say you've had a successful purchase, then you would go back to your home page and never ever go back into that page again. So you wouldn't see the fact that that kept resetting itself. And I think that if they have lied, like I say, I could be completely misunderstanding what they've put there in that post. But like I say, I just think if they have done that, they've worked on the basis that once you've purchased a miner, you would never ever go back into that page. So therefore you would never see that bar being reset, or that it had been reset. Whereas obviously I happened to catch it that when I first went in there was 7, then we had that error, then when I went back in it said 971. So clearly that was a reset of that bar. So anyway, that bit said and done, like I say, in that, if I'm correct, I just think it's very, yeah, I just really don't agree with it. I really don't agree with it. Okay, so the second point, which has really disappointed me with this whole thing, goes back to the exclusive miner, funnily enough, because like I say, this is a celebration. This is us as loyal Rollercoin members. We all should be happy that this program has reached 3 years, it's still functioning, they're still updating, all this stuff, but we should have all been allowed to benefit from this, and we should have all been allowed to be happy and to celebrate this together, like I mentioned. But because they only, as part of their birthday thing, they only released the exclusive miner and did not do a normal sale like they have done in the past, like with the other promotional days or celebratory days where they've done a 50% sale on all miners in the shop. Because they haven't done that, essentially anyone that did not have 299 RLT or did not want to spend 299 RLT on that birthday miner, they have been completely excluded from the celebrations, which I think is really unfair, because you guys out there, you know, you've worked hard, you've played the games, you've built up your accounts, you might well have invested small amounts to try and buy miners and stuff like that, but because of the way they've done this, and they haven't had that 50% sale, I would say probably 90% of all members around the world have not been able to sort of benefit from this birthday celebration. Whereas if they had done a 50% sale in the shop, you know, these Chupacabras, I'm sure there's many of you out there that could have bought a couple if they were at 50% off. You know, the El Monstros, the same. These ones that they've dropped the prices on. You know, the gold miners. If these had been put at 50% sale, those of you out there that have got the lower accounts, you've not quite built up to the level where you're earning enough RLT that you could have invested in one of the birthday miners, you would have been able to come into the shop, purchase some of the smaller miners or one of the bigger miners or something like that, and you would have gone away happy, because you would have said, yep, that's brilliant, Rollercoin have done it again, you know, they've brought us these updates. Okay, I couldn't buy the exclusive miner, but still they've thought about the person with the smaller account, and they've allowed us or they've given us a 50% discount on all the other miners, and that has allowed me to pick up an El Monstro or a couple of Chupacabras or some of the Roller Miner S4s or whatever. But you all would have been essentially happy the fact that, because like I've said, once you start getting those miners into your account, it makes it loads easier to then start building. And like I say, I just think that Rollercoin have really miscalculated, that I don't think this has even been thought about, you know, and I just massively disappointed. I just massively disappointed. And you know, you guys, like I say, you know how much I love this program, but at the same time, and this is something that you don't always get with other channels, is that no matter how much I love a program, if I feel they have done something wrong, if I feel that they are trying to pull a fast one, I will tell you. And I will, because at the end of the day, you come to me, you watch my channel to get information to help you with these programs, for you to learn and to earn crypto. And like I say, I will give you the good, the bad, and I will definitely give you the ugly truth when it comes to any program that I am promoting. So, I really hope that you didn't get too bored with me on my soapbox, and I hope you found the information interesting, should we say. And if you are interested in the earlier video that I talked about, it's probably on your screen right now. So get clicking and get watching. And if you could smash that like button, really supports my channel, which then helps me bring more content to you. So take care, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.